Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
when you're young and you get in your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Daddy. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Welcome everyone along to your Wednesday fix of Speedway in the cockpit with KINSER. And for those who have been out and about, please be safe. And if you're traveling around the regions, we know how much wet weather has turned up out of the blue, but there's a lot of people who are doing it tough out there as well, especially on the East Coast and around the Coromandel Peninsula, the cyclone hail that's come on through. So all I can say really is be safe out there if you have to travel around. Welcome on board all of the viewers who have jumped into the show as well. I'll give you a big shout out very soon, but I just want to welcome my mate, Bump and Run with Booker. Craig Booker joins me right now. Good evening, Books.
Hey, how are you, mate? I'm feeling pretty good. We thought we were going to get the storm like you did, but Hawke's Bay, mate, sun shining again. I mean, it's just normal. I put sandbags out in my driveway, and I got sun, so that's always a good start to the day, eh?
Oh, it's got to be a positive start when you're getting some sun. Look, I was going to take the rugby team not to go and do rugby training, go and do some scuba diving. Now rugby fields locally around the region are looking like a big bloody swimming pool. Just want to do a big shout out to all of those who've jumped on board, and also to the people that we met up last Friday, Saturday at the big event at Huntly that we didn't get underway. Scott Honeybone, good to have you on board. Richard and Trudy Aldridge, also Maru Goodley, Tanya, good to see you there, Tanya. We met her and her man and did a video for them as well. Brad Wright, Steve McDonald, Noel Phipps, Scrappy.
Bloody Phipsy.
Phipsy's there, Daniel Petrie, good to catch with Daniel and Tanya, and have a chat with them. Marcus Porter.
Follow the river.
We even got Amber on Follow the River.
Follow the river. Follow the bloody river. That'll get you there. That's awesome.
I'm going to tell him, bring out a microphone and do the rendition of Bathe in a River by Holly. And, get on the bloody singing hymn. Marcus or J-Mac and Glenn. That'll be our challenge to those three to read a rendition. Follow the river. No, we'll talk about that more. But anyway, today was a sad day for those who went to say their farewells to a well-known identity who loved motorsports. Yes, we know he loved Speedway. He was great and very artistic, but also the photography got you to see his view of Speedway. He was well known down in Palmerston North, but obviously through his social media platforms, everything like that, we got to see the photos by, of course, the late Peter Richard Poldridge, who we laid to rest today as well. Go Slideways, known by many out there as well. It was a wonderful coverage by the team from Video Hub. Yep. That got underway. It actually got released on the Video Hub website. You can go and watch it if you're one of the unfortunate ones that never got to see it at the time. But you see the stories, the memories. The great man actually spoke in there as well. Motorsport drivers from all walks of life. And we're laid on the rest today as well. Thinking, of course, Nicola, his lovely partner, and the family. A guy that was also well known when it comes to rugby, fielding. He was a menace. He was brutal on the rugby field, but in the Speedway world, we all loved him for his photography. He was always on the infield most of the time, taking those wonderful photos, walking around doing videos. He just had a passion, and it was his passion that we got to see on show today. So, Pete, we all remember you through all walks of life, obviously, but dearly in the hearts of what you gave and what you shared with us through your Speedway life. So thinking of you and your family at the moment. Lovely video. Just finished watching it a little while ago. So, condolences to the family. Rest in peace, Peter Richard Poldridge. Go Slideways. Just leave that there. But so that's a little bit done and dusted. And
yeah, mate. Well, we've got a thanks Go Slideways sticker on the stream. Yeah. So and I hope, Kins, that we can do his half of what he did. I mean, he achieved so much, and I hope our little show can keep everything going with Speedway and help the Speedway community, just like he did with all his photos, mate. So yeah.
Oh, awesome, mate. Hey, look, we still got heaps of people coming on through. Look, just be with us. We'll get through your comments. We'll just slowly go through it. But Booker, if people don't realize, Kokpit is actually an online racing community as well. We've got a lot of good mates up and down the country that join us, even in Australia. We race all sorts of classes that are associated with New Zealand Speedway. Everything from, you name it. We have a go at midgets. We have a go at stock cars, historics, super stocks, super saloons, and modifieds. We've done E-series of real drivers that have been successful. We are coming back, and will be doing some teams racing, which will get underway this coming Sunday. So we had a bit of a practice and a bit of funsy at the Palmerston North track. Everyone got all into it, and we enjoyed ourselves.
I tell you what, but those that watch, me on a Sunday, normally commentating and streaming with the bump and run with Booker. I am going to be racing in this team's meeting. So I will be commentating for the races I'm not in, and doing the camera work myself. But when it's my team's race, because I'm in, hey, what team are we in, kids? Me and teams are in the same team for our online racing. What's our team, mate?
The Bay Park Busters.
The Bay Park Busters. So we're gonna rep that. I'm probably gonna be like Seth and be on my roof all the time. But when we are racing, I'm gonna have an in-car view of my car and commentating, and I'll have the automatic camera working, doing the footage. So just beware. We will stream that live from 8:30 on a Sunday. Our team's racing event. Me and Kins are in the same team for the Busters. I know Murray's just put up traitor books, but the team was picked actually by Mark Eagle Mentz, who is a big Hawke's Bay fan, but everything was drawn out of a hat. But yeah, so the live stream will be there for you to come watch us on Sunday nights. Like I say, when I'm not racing, I will do the commentary and I will do the camera work. But when I'm racing, it'll be an automatic camera with my in-car camera, and I'll still be talking a whole lot of crap and probably, holy heck, I'm back on my roof again or something like that. But do join us on Sunday nights. I look forward to bringing it to you again. So awesome.
Hey, thanks, Dave Thomas. Look, I just remember the late 1NZ Saloon, obviously, as we lead into the New Zealand Saloon Car Champs. Good luck to all of the drivers who are racing up at Bay Park this coming weekend. Big meeting for you as well. You know, like many racing around the country up and down, let's hope we get to see some races. 38 meetings in total have been canned due to Mother Nature and so forth. So heats going on. Lisa, thanks. Yeah. Oh, cool. It was cool, Lisa, to do a bit of a shout out to the wedding, and James and Lisa, that's who it was, Books, that we did their shout out to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Madu's gonna put some sprint car pics up real soon. Oh, mate, just awesome. Dylan Ashton, don't recognize you guys without the white phone and and the tripod, mate. You know Dylan, we came up to you, the 422HA, and had a bit of a chat with him. It's good to talk with him. Pete Dixon.
The drivers were so awesome, weren't they, Kins?
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Thanks, Murray, Wright. Yeah, we enjoyed the show, mate. Wayne Alton, simply wonderful. The list just carries on. So good to see everyone jumping on board. Keep those comments coming through. Yeah, Trader Books, eh? Hey, Muddy, hey, what's up with that? Yeah, awesome. Don't use that 272 Books. You know, you will go outside. That's from old scrappy old Noel Fitz. But, you know, we talked about how us to race with the Bay Park Busters, someone that's been associated a brand name with that team for many, many years. When you think about it, is going to join us, a couple of the guys. We've got Thomas and Dave. There's another Thomason in the background as well, from out of the Pollocks. Shall we bring our guests in, mate?
Oh, I think we should bring them in, mate. Oh, look, someone's already commentated on your shirt too, bro. The Pollocks. I don't know. I feel like the odd one out. Let's bring them in.
No,
Here they are.
It's my bloody night. It's my nighty, mate. It's my nighty.
How are you, gentlemen?
G'day, guys. How's it going?
Good. Thank you guys for joining us. I know this is kind of thrown in the deep end for the both of you. You're both but bloody nervous. But hey, it's just appreciative to have you guys come on board and join the show. You know, we kind of bumped into each other at the Scrutineering, and I thought, oh, well, let's take it a big step further and get you guys on board. So is there another Thomas City next year?
Yeah, he's over here. He's reading the comments.
Hey, Thomas, mate, let's go back a little bit and we'll talk a bit about all the cars in the background. So how the hell did you get involved into the sport that we love, Speedway?
Well, we've been involved for a long time, the family and stuff, but we sort of, I was actually talking to Pete this afternoon about it. It was a year and a half ago at Palmy Teams. I went up to him, gave him my card and said, give us a shout. We want to talk about a car for my brother and I.
Yeah.
And he, I'd actually had a few beers and he thought I was joking. And got to about 8 months later, I rang him. He said, "You haven't even rang me. What's the?" And he goes, "I thought you were joking." And I just said to him, "Well, when me and the brother say we're going to do something, we do it." So, yeah, and it just sort of went from there and worked from there with him on it. Awesome guy. Yeah, really good help. Just knows everything goes reasonable as a. So we actually got one car. We bought the Luke Myers' car, and then Wayne skidded that for a bit, and then I had a turn, and then we actually ended up starting a fight over who was going to drive it. So we ended up getting the second one. So, and then good mate Dave here, he loves it, So he said, "I want to have a crack too." So yeah, so he got onto it as well. That's how the three of us come along. So it's really our first year into it.
Yeah. What about prior to that? Where did you get introduced to it? Aside from going and having a hot dog and everything else like kids do and families do, where did it all start for you? Way back in the day, or did you just basically walk straight in there down to teams, said to Pete, "Want to buy a bloody car?" Or you must have had some inkling of Speedway prior to that, mate.
Nah, well, no, I did. So, many years ago, Wayne and I were probably 6 or 7. We were actually Clark Proctor's chief car cleaners.
Oh,
and that was way back then. So we were like his second sons way back then. So we used to go and stay with him and Jackie up there in the school holidays and stuff like that, and that was us. So we got into it from there with him, and obviously he was sponsored by a stepfather then. And just sort of took off from there. And then I actually got on later on. I got involved and started giving Kerry Remnant a hand and stuff like that, and learned a hell of a lot of him way back then. And so just sort of took off from there.
Awesome, mate. Dave, mate, I'm going to bring you in here, Dave. Good to have you on board to join us. Very similar to what we've asked Tom. Where was your introduction to Speedway as a young kid, or is this something that's kind of new to you?
Oh, I can remember going to Rotorua Speedway with the old man.
Yep.
Watching that, and then just always sort of just watched it. And then I was bloody going to F45, and Seth from Sefro Racing was my gym coach then.
Yes.
Not that you believe it now. And then he just sort of hit me up. He was just like, "Oh, would you come on board, help me, with his stock car?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, sweet." And then so just ended up sponsoring and crewing with him, and we sort of went down to the New Zealand champs in Napier, and then sort of after that we went to a meeting in Rotorua, and I was like, "Bro, you need to sort of get you into a super stock, hey?" So and then sort of helped them out, and a few other boys helped them out to get into one of those. And then after that, he sort of had sort of like a sponsors day, and gave me and my business partner a drive, and man, we were still buzzing on the Tuesday, and then just had a few beers with the boys, Thomas and Bruiser down at the Burrito, and we sort of were discussing it on a Friday, and then by the end of the weekend, Pete had sort of found me a car, and found Bruiser a car, and Thomas already had his. So we're just like, we're all in. How it all happens over just a couple of brewskis together, right? And then having a bit of a chat. Before you know it, you got those 3 amazing cars behind you. Heats going on. Yeah, Thomas. I know Thomas is sitting next to you. Yeah, loving the shirt. Yeah, my bloody 90, Thomas. Taking a look at look, Brad Wright had to put a comment in there about our teens racing books. Books is in a real bait now. Yeah.
Telling me I'm
Tyler
in the real Bay
James.
team.
Yeah, Tyler James. We caught up with Tyler at the scrutineering. Good luck, Tyler, with your racing as well. I heard that Tomo was crew chief for the 81 of Jeff James. Really?
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That was a little while back too, actually. I actually had beer then.
A few haircuts ago, eh?
Yeah.
So you would have had some bloody good times. You know, Jeff James back in the day, the 81 car was always immaculate, mate. It just stood out,
Oh,
you know. Yeah.
You weren't allowed to do anything on it without him watching you.
Yeah, it was always shiny, spick and span, eh? Always stood
Yeah,
out.
no, great guy.
Yeah, and of course now his boys are into it. Obviously, he's been a New Zealand Super Saloon champion as well, you know, and the James name carries on there with the two boys out there as well, and some bloody good cars, mate. You know, the cars now are sitting behind you. The three of them are right there on show. We can see it in the stream. Everyone's enjoying it. Tell us a bit about your car there, Thomas. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so my car was Royd in Collingwood, got it for his son, I think.
Yep.
Well, and then it ended up going to Luke Myers, and then Luke decided to have a year off, or what have you. So I think he became a dad, or something like that. So he was, yeah. But yeah, so we ended up with that, and that's the one that Wayne and I started sharing for a bit, and then yeah, so it just sort of took off from there. Great car, awesome car. It's actually the most reliable out of all of them. Yeah, so yeah, wouldn't change a thing with it, eh? It's awesome.
Okay. As long as you're happy, mate, that's the main thing. It does what it needs to do for you. Dave, for you, mate, tell us a bit about the history of your car and how that all happened and what's the deal on that?
He probably doesn't know.
No, I do. My car was Gary Davis's 31G.
Yeah.
Original car. And then he sold it to James Kurt from Gizzy as well. And then I bought off James. Yeah. So mine's obviously similar to Thomas's. I've got the Toyota Huntly. Yeah.
And the one that's sitting in the middle, I think it's a 77, Wayne's car. Is that right?
Wayne's is in the far end.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what's the deal on that?
His car was Tyson's car, Tyson Woods from last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so me and Wayne aren't the smallest guys, so we actually had to have new roll cages and stuff put on all of ours to fit it properly. And yeah, so we both got Nissans in ours and stuff like that. So.
How have you enjoyed it so far, mate? How are you enjoying the class and racing? I know there hasn't been a hell of a lot been happening due to weather, but you know, last year and so forth. How you been enjoying it?
She's pretty hard, yakka, eh?
Yeah.
She's pretty hard, yakka, but it's good. It's good, eh? So, yeah, I had a bit of a spell through the year, and Kerry and Horse jumped in mine.
Saw that, yeah.
And yeah, so I come back. I've done the last 3 or 4 meetings in it now, so yeah, no, it's good.
So was this New Zealand's just that we didn't get to have? Was that going to be your first New Zealand's for both of you, or have you done a New Zealand before?
First up, mate.
First one. So how were you guys feeling? Even just pulling up to scrutineering. I mean, were you feeling a bit? Even scrutineering's feeling the nerves a bit building up to it, or were you calm? How were you? One of you go, and then the other one can answer as well. But like for a first ever New Zealand's with the car, how were you feeling? Like even just pulling up to scrutineering.
Yeah. I guess for me, because obviously with our business, we move a lot of big stuff on the road, and not that I was nervous or anything about it. I actually get more nervous about some of the stuff we do on the road than what we do here. Yeah. But as soon as we drove down the road and we pulled in there to scrutineering, my mood changed. I was like, shit, this might happen. I said, we're on here. And then, yeah. Normally when I get nervous, I go quiet. I don't even talk to anyone.
Oh, that was lucky we got to speak to you then, eh?
Yeah, so, hey, I mean, it's all experience, it's all laps, it's everything for us, hey? We got nothing to lose, heaps to gain.
Yeah, hard.
yeah, that's what it's for us. We just want to learn, and couple of older fellas there, Old Horse and Kerry have been in our ears hard all through the last couple of weeks about it, So, and Pete and Asher and Ethan, so yeah, they're all in our ears, what you guys wouldn't believe. So
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's good to have that experienced campaigner kind of guiding you and giving you that bit of next oomph, just to support you. That means a lot, actually, when you hear people like that sharing their years of knowledge and experience, because they can remember their first ever championship, I would guess, and like it's just normal, with the nerves. Yourself, Dave, same thing, pulling up there and holy hell, thinking, geez, am I looking for a toilet? I need to go for a quick one before I bloody go in there. A nervous one. Were you pretty nervous, mate?
Scrutineering was cool, that sort of riding and stuff, seeing all the cars and all of that. Sort of when you're driving into Huntly Speedway itself, that's sort of when you sort of see the track and the nerves sort of start playing on you then, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Hey, Tony, old Big H has jumped on here. Dave, you should be wearing your Ripper Raw shirt, bae.
Yeah, definitely. Wouldn't fit me now,
Oh, yeah. Kiri's actually watching. Hey, team, couple of good buggers there. That means a lot when you got someone like a seasoned campaigner like Kiri, who just celebrated his birthday. I think it was yesterday, if I remember rightly. So he's got heaps on his plate with his racing and so forth. But that's good advice. It's good when you get guys, obviously people who build your race cars, helping you out and just guiding you the right way. You couldn't ask for more, could you guys?
No,
definitely not.
Yeah, goes a long way.
Hey,
Thomas, what's Thomas? Hey, big hoodoo. King wants his.
He means KINSER for the fry bread.
My fry bread. 240s. Yeah, bloody H. Bring that fry bread so I can fit this t-shirt. It's all good. No, you're going to say something, Box?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to talk to Thomas here. We were talking earlier about what you want to do. We have a couple of things we're looking at doing for a live auction and that, so I thought I'd bring it up now while there's a few viewers watching that can hear about it and spread the word. Do you want to elaborate on what we're going to do, mate, as a team? What we're going to present?
Yeah, so us as a team here, Pollock Cranes and what have you, I get a lot of people ringing asking for these shirts. A lot of people asking to buy these shirts. So we'll put up 2 shirts, 2 hats, family passes for both nights at the New Zealand Superstock Champs, and also we'll chuck a $100 food voucher in there to go up to auction for. So we'll do 2 of those for guys to bid on. Proceeds we want to go to Pete from Going Sideways family for the first one. The second one, the proceeds go to kids to the KINSER charity trust. So just to help families and stuff to get along to Speedway and enjoy it.
That's really awesome. So if you didn't quite catch that, people, what's happening is there's going to be 2 packs that myself and Kins are going to do a live auction on our Kokpit Media show, and each pack is going to contain 2 shirts and 2 family passes. Is that right? 2 family passes, or a family pass for 2 nights?
Family pass for 2 nights.
Yeah, so 2 shirts, 2 hats, a family pass for 2 nights, and now you've added a $100 food voucher as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. We didn't get the $100 food voucher earlier told us guys, so that's a surprise for myself and Kins as well. So we're going to do that. We're planning to do that on what date was that, Kins? The auction's going to happen?
22nd of February. So we'll get the World 240s, which is just around the corner, only a couple of weekends away. And then, of course, the next big event after that will be the Palmy Teams Waitangi weekend down there in Palmerston. So we'll come back and give a lot of publicity, a lot of promotion around this, because this is just an amazing offer. Thanks to the team at Pollock Cranes for us to give you an opportunity to win. It's going to be an auction, 22nd of February. You can go and put that in your calendars now. Put it on your Google calendar, wherever you want to mark it. Draw it on your calendar, on your fridge. Go and write down, come back here 7:30, 22nd of February. It's a Wednesday, and we'll have the boys and we'll do the live auction for you to win this. Go to a good cause. The first lot going to the late Peter Aldridge, Go Slideways. We saw the funeral today, and the other one is going to Cancer Society as well. It all supports a great cause, and the generosity of these guys here
100%.
and everyone associated with Pollocks Crane, so we couldn't have appreciated much more. So thank you for that opportunity. This is an opportunity for families to come along and check out the Pollocks Cranes New Zealand Superstock Champs at Huntly International Speedway on the 3rd and 4th of March now. Those are the new dates. I know Ems has been working on some other areas he wants to implement into the championships. There's looking like a fan zone, the top 26 one NZ from memory, and the kids may be drawing the names out of the hat as well. So he's making it more of a family show. Obviously the build up at the scrutineering that we held on Friday was all about the family, and he's continued with that as well. So thanks to you guys. We'll put all this information up on the Facebook page, and we'll keep you in touch on all of that.
And we've been practicing, Akins. We were practicing this afternoon after Thomas left us. You know, hey, got 150, 150, 150. Oh, we got 160, 160, 160. Go on, 180, 180, 180. So there we go. We're all pumped and ready to do this auction. I tell you, it's going to be awesome. We can't thank you guys and Pollocks Cranes enough for what you're doing. It's just fantastic, and two great causes, because we all know the Cancer Society is a big part of us for at our heart, and of course Go Slideways was a big part of our speedway community. So two great causes. And yeah, I can't wait to do the auction. I really can't. It's going to be awesome fun, and we're going to have a bit of a laugh and some fun with it too, people. It's not going to be a serious auction. We're going to have some fun and laughs and carry on, and we'll have these guys back as well with us on that night of the auction. So that's awesome as well.
Yeah, 26 a fair put there.
If we're not going to have fun, we're not going to have we're not going to have fun, and we're not going to laugh while we're doing it, we might as well not do it.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
100%, mate.
Exactly.
It's all about fun. So, yeah. Thing with me too, I've done a lot of auctioneering in our town. We've raised heaps of money for a lot of causes. I do stuff with the police on the Blue Light Committee, so it's all about youth and getting those ones to different things, and we just do auctioneering. So people are familiar with me doing that stuff and having fun with it, you know. It's good fun, and that's what it's about. It's about bringing fun to those out there. Tony Hudanui, I'll bring your craze instead, bro. You bring us the crayfish.
Oh, I'm staying at his house. I'll eat them before they get near you, bro.
Yeah, they're bloody will too. Mark Dickey's watching, boys. Mark Dickey, what rugby club did you play for, Thomas?
I'm going to show me that comment before. So yeah, no, we the old brother and I, we played for Greta Maris for a long time, Premier Rugby and all of that. Yeah.
And what position?
Yeah, I was always second five. But the brother was a little bit different. He was a little bit different. So he was actually, he was centre in one half and then hooker in the second half.
Gee, you can't get more two different positions in 2 hours of a game, can you?
He's out of control he was out of control when we were doing that. That's why he broke my nose one game.
Hey, we're talking about the. Sorry.
I took the ball up one game, and got tackled, and he come and ripped the ball off me and scored the try. And as he did it, he broke my nose, and all he said is, "Oh, sorry, get up."
So aside from the Speedway thing being introduced to that through the Proctor time, helping out Kerry, and you got your own car there, Thomas. Other sports that you've done, you know, anything else aside from rugby? Was there anything else that you get into?
Nah, not really, mate. We've been pretty busy with work here, and it still is busy. So, not really.
Okay. Dave, same thing for you, you know, aside from jumping into the Speedway and jumping into the car after a couple of beers, mate. Is there anything else you kind of got into? Did you ever get your nose broken in the game of rugby? What did you get into, mate?
I was, played rugby as a young fellow, but just bloody, just been working too, building and stuff, and just got into kids rugby now though. Coach my young fellas rugby team, so that keeps me busy, you know, during the winter, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What age group's that?
He's he'll be under 9s this year, so first year of tackle this year.
Hey, got out of Ripper Rugby, and what club's that for, mate?
Mount Marlins, yeah.
Choice.
So,
Oh, we'll let the tee up. I'll let the tee up a bloody game and bring our little kids over your way and have a bit of a pre-season or something. Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm still coaching rugby. I'm a president of a rugby club here, so yeah, something else we'll have to sort out another time, mate. We'll have a bit of a game.
So you talk about the you're coaching a young fella on that. Does he love the speedway, mate? Like how important's family when it comes to doing this thing, mate? Is he there like my dad's the best driver ever?
Yeah. Oh, hey, he loves his dad, but he loves Seth as well, eh? No, all the kids love it, eh? And you know, that's sort of part of why we're doing it as well. You know, they they get a lot out of it, and yeah, I got my young fella into karting. He's
Nice.
he's going to start racing next year, and Uncle Noel is helping us out with that, which is cool. But yeah, no, it's a good sport, eh? Yeah, it is good for the
Oh,
family as well. Yeah.
What about your family, Thomas? You know, they come along and watch your race, spin a few laps, mate. They cheer you on.
Yeah. No, they do. Like, yeah, my sister, our mum, and all the kids. But we all decided to get into this and do it properly because of our boys. Our boys love it, so we actually take all our boys along with us. So if you guys see any kids running around with Pollocks rain shirts in the pits, you know who they belong to.
But you know, that's the important side of things. That's the thing our show always really reiterates to all our viewers who watch it. And I go back to what Anne's done with the scrutineering. He made it a real big whānau thing, a real family. That was his focus. That's the importance of the sport, eh? You know, why we do it. Speedway itself is a family within itself, you know? But your kids and your family there, well, you couldn't ask for more, eh? You know, they put so much into it, just like you guys. That's why you love it.
Yeah. So our kids have got jobs on the cars that they do, and if they don't get their hot dogs and chips until they're done, all of that stuff. So yeah, it just goes from there, you know. And they learn the hard way. I think we went to Gisborne. A couple of weeks ago, and one fell asleep on the forklift in Steve McCafferty's workshop, and the other one fell asleep in his go-kart. But
It was 1:30.
Yeah, but that's how we learn.
I got a question here. Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Yes. So that's been a big push for us, eh? So, I mean, once our boys start getting in the mini stocks, and that might be time for us to get out and do that. We've had our little stunt, but we'll worry about that later.
All right, mate. Noel Phipps, you know how we spoke about the auction just a couple of minutes ago. Noel Phipps, I've got $200 to kick off one of those. All right, Scrappy, that's a good start, mate, you know, and I think that's where we're going to kind of start the things rolling from that kind of figure, and we'll build up from there. It's going to good causes. Some of it's going to the Portrait family. Obviously, we saw the service thanks to Video Hub earlier today, the funeral service and the laps on the infield. And of course, his ashes being taken around in the car. So that's going there. And the other is also going to Cancer Society. Just remember the date, 22nd of February. We'll do the auction live here as well. We'll have the boys back with us and give you an opportunity. There's t-shirts like the one we're wearing and Dave's wearing. We've got some hats. We've got a $100 food voucher as well. Plus, you also got tickets for both nights, family passes to get in and check out the Pollocks New Zealand Superstock champs as well. Kerry Gates, yep, you're right. Awesome team. That's awesome from Brad Wright. Can I borrow some cash, Kins, from Brad Wright? Yeah, mate.
I'll just get one of these questions in, Kins.
Yeah.
One of the fans watching has asked a question there. What made the both of you put an H on your cars and not an M?
Oh, that's a good one. I was waiting for that to come up, mate. I was waiting for that to come up. I can't actually put a date on it or anything, eh? But we had to catch up with Red one day there, and it was like, oh, okay, so we'll sponsor the track, and then and we sponsored the track there, and we just cruised along with that. And then we just thought, oh, well, suits. It doesn't look very good with us having a name, and we're the major sponsors at Huntly. But, so we wanted to support Red and the Huntly Speedway Club. And it's, so that's why we went over there.
So it was just a full thing. So as well as the support, you might as well put the H on the car and really show the support, eh?
Pretty much, and Huntly is actually in a good space there with the super stocks and the drivers coming through and all of that, and we're just trying to promote it a little bit more, along with the mount as well.
Yeah,
to try and get people to learn and go forward and stuff like that, you know. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, no, hard out. All right. Well, we'll talk more about that and what the vision for Pollock Cranes going forward and the aspiration you guys have as a company, especially for the Huntly International Speedway. But just for you, Dave, mate, from Mark Goodman. Oh, no, not Greeton. Tauranga Sports own you. Cheeky bugger. Yeah.
We did the French and my team beat the Tauranga Sports, so that was good.
Got to get it back at him. Wayne Otton's here. This Pollock team has raised the bar on levels. A great bunch of roosters. Noel Fitz, best junior rugby coach, eh? 50 knows, eh? Just bloody grandson playing. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
What's Tony saying here? Dave playing with pulling on the farm, pulling titties on the farm back in the day. That's bloody H.
I'm from Ripperol, so
yeah.
I didn't grow up on a dairy farm. Called a few my day, eh?
Sorry if you see me laugh every now and again. I read a comment that sort of tickles my thing sometimes. Do you see that, Kins? Old Seth's come up with a question for you now. He's got a who is the best? Oh, is he there? Oh, cheeky bugger, hey? Oh, is that who just dropped his beer a second ago?
He just washed his car.
Oh, is he? Who's the best looking? Oh, look at him. He's put that in there. He's sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
Brad, right? Brad's in there. We've got some other guys here. Kira Repton's popped in a couple of times to ask a few questions. The M and H have answered. Bounty Hunter Superstar, couple of genuine Kiwi boys keeping it real. Yeah, you're exactly right. Kira Remnant Thomas must be due to earn some more brownie points at home. Are you?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, it's a hard one, that one.
Here's a good question for you guys. Yeah, just a quick one from Carl Carpendale, wishing the TQ midget driver himself all the best and everyone else as well. They've got a big meeting down with Books is at Miani. They've got their New Zealand Championships and the weather has cleared up from what Books said earlier at the start of the show. The sun is coming on through, so safe travels to everyone in the TQs. Good luck to you all, every one of you, and it should be a big show down there. But Carl has asked, have you done any other class? Have you raced any other class apart from Superstocks, you guys?
Just the go-karts at the mountain.
Go-karts, yeah.
I'd have stock cars probably 15, 20 years ago. That was about it.
Okay. Now, if you were to choose another class, what would it be? Thomas?
In the stand or the bar.
On the track. Pick
Yeah,
another
nah,
class.
Nah, I wouldn't do anything else, mate. I'd be
Really?
out. Yep.
You'll be out. Okay.
I'd
Time to sort the young fellas at the mini stocks. Cool. Dave, what about yourself? If you had the opportunity to jump in another class in Speedway, what would that be?
I'll see if Dan Pollock will give me a drive of his car, eh?
Yeah.
The old sprint car, yeah. But just give it a go.
Actually, talking to Dan Pollock, Harley Rod's watching here. We're going to catch you with Harley as well very soon. Hey, lads, does Dan Pollock do any work or just Snapchat me all day?
well, I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
Here's a good question for you guys. I don't know if you can answer this, though, but we'll ask you from Troy Roscoe. Troy asks, will be the Waikato team at the Palmy teams? I suppose don't know. Way hard to say.
Well, I know. But
Okay,
I know, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag.
Cool, Les. All right.
I'll let that
Yeah. Wait till it happens. And talking of that as well, in a few weeks' time, we want to do a bit of a build-up, as we have done in the previous years, to Palmerston North Speedway. So hopefully straight after the World 240s, we'll kickstart a special week, 5 days a week. We'll be going live. We'll be talking to the teams, catching up with it. Yeah. You're telling me, mate, we had a pretty full-on week that week. So it's part of the build-up to a special event down there in Palmerston. Thanks to Dutech, and we're going to catch up with the team there as well. So
yeah, and we've got Dutech on board with us now too for the team's build-up, so that's pretty cool.
Robbie Edgeworth, what's Seth up to in the background? What's he doing? Is he just chilling out, is he?
He just come down to wash his car from the weekend.
Yeah.
Did he follow the river?
Really?
Yeah.
Is Seth right behind you?
Yeah, I saw him there, Kins. Look, they turned it on him before.
They said Jordan Newton says, jump into the camera. Seth, hurry up, quickly, 5 minutes of glory. Come on.
He's gone to the toilet to do it.
Oh, bloody hell, eh? He loves jumping into the bloody cameras. I gave him, when I interviewed him at the Screwed there, so, can I borrow talk for a second? Yeah, and he started talking to all his sponsors, and you know what he's like, eh? It's the one he didn't turn up on a bloody BMX track. Yeah, look, Seth is taking parts for his car while you guys are on here. He's running the back down. Let's talk about Huntly International Speedway track. They've done a lot of work to get prepared for the New Zealand Chats. We all know what happened there with the weather. We know it's the 3rd and 4th of March. But talk about, from the Pollocks rain point of view, the future, the aspirations that you see. Look, you've got an H on your guys' cars. What do you want to talk about here, Thomas? How do you see the place going forward in the future?
Yeah, well, we raced over there on the 30th, and Red come up and had a yak and asked if we'd continue on, and the answer was yes straight away. And he said, do you not want to know what the sponsorship value is? And I just went, Wayne and I said, well, we don't care. And it's more to bring people and families and bring a good vibe to Speedway. Like we just want to go and have fun. Us. Yeah. We want to go and have fun, try and race our best, race our hardest, and at the end of the day, have a beer in the club rooms with the guys. And meet people around the country that we've never thought we'd meet before, and enjoy it. And I think with what we've got going on there, we just need to get some super stocks coming and going there again. There is some bits and pieces we've talked about there for next year for the club, just to get the club, get the morale in the club, which is great. I mean, after the weekend, I take my hat off to Red.
Oh, 100%.
Fiona and Annette. Yeah, those two ladies over there, they were like bloody drill sergeants over there with us. Shit, I didn't even know. We went to the working viewers. And I haven't been bossed around for a little while, but I did that. Hey, so, but it's all part of it, eh? It's just to get the family buzz going there and get people to go to Speedway, not just Huntly, also Rotorua, Gisborne, all of the tracks, say that Bay Park, all of that, that is about Speedway. So that's what it's all about for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. That's a good thing. It's a good way to focus it. It's all about having fun. You guys are having fun, obviously, and you've shared your stories about this as well. And Kerry just put a comment in here. Thomas used to crew for me 20 years ago. His name was Tom Cruise, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Because when Hardwick used to come off, he used to just walk around and hide.
That was cool. He had the cruising off and so forth. So that's all good. Keep these questions coming on through. Jacobs asked a question here. Do you guys actually have a favorite track? Dave, got a favorite track out there, mate, that you've raced on? Any favorites that stick to your mind that you kind of think you like a bit more than the others?
Oh, I've got to say Huntly. Also really enjoyed Rotorua. Yeah.
It's amazing, how many of the drivers, it's incredible to us, like we asked, a lot of drivers that come on the show get asked that question, and I'd say 80% of them It's Rotorua. It's incredible. It's just an incredible track to drive, eh?
Yeah. Why Rotorua, Dave? Challenging. Turn 1, turn 2. Yeah.
Got to make it around those two buggers, eh?
Yeah.
And it's a cool track. But in saying that, we went down to Gizzy a few weeks ago, and yeah, that was awesome too, eh? Yeah. So yeah, they're the only 3 or 4 I've driven there. So yeah, I've got a few more to drive.
Okay, mate. What about you, Thomas? Your favourite track, mate?
Yeah, definitely got to be Huntly. Definitely
Yeah.
got to be Huntly. I only raced on Rotorua once because I had to have a spell. And I was shitting myself in the first race, eh? Once after, if you get round turn 1 and 2 in Rotorua after the flag, mate, she's all good. But yeah, probably after that, the next best one for me would be Gizzy, eh? That's awesome down there. And even it's also about the track, but also the people.
Yeah.
Hey, the people, Gisborne, Huntly, Rotorua, and Gisborne for us, eh? The people at those tracks, eh? It's
Okay,
awesome.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's always the people. Uncle Noel's got a question. Dave, what's your best race meeting so far?
Ooh. I was actually one in Huntly, eh? It was just a club night. Probably early season. Yeah, I was doing really well. It's probably why it's asked. And then I
That's right.
ran out of fuel.
Who was on that job for the car, eh?
He was.
Oh, yeah.
We were running late. Yeah.
See, that's what makes it fun, eh, Speedway, when it's like that. You know, you can have a laugh about it afterwards. But yeah,
That's what it's all about, mate.
yeah,
That's
100%, eh?
Yeah. Your favourite moment so far, Thomas, you want to share with the viewers that you can recall on? Hopefully you didn't run out of gas, but any favourite moment?
Well, yeah, it's been quite a few, but my favourite moment was Rotorua opening, and I didn't do that meeting because I couldn't, but Horse went out and drove my car, and with Wayne and Dave, that was pretty awesome to see an old fella out with the boys, and yeah, leading the way. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Second one was we did the 30th in Huntly, and I actually snapped my gear stick off the start line, but I managed to get in second, and then the red light come on, and I actually couldn't get going.
Oh.
So yeah, a few of the boys sort of seen what would happen. They give me a bit of a bump start so we can get going. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, eh? When stuff like that happens. So
Did Horse have an opinion of what he thought of the car? Because he's always been in his tank, isn't he? You know. So did he have any thoughts on the Rees?
Oh, I'll let him say that, eh? If he's listening, put a comment up, Horse.
I got a question there too from are you boys bringing the cars to Stratty for the North Islands?
What they said?
This weekend, I think.
Nah, that's North Island stock cars this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, our North Island Super Stocks.
Yeah. Is that North Islands at Stratty and the Supers?
Oh, we might have to make a venture down there then. Yeah.
They were meant to be there at Boxing Day, but fucking something happened, eh?
Oh, you got us 5 minutes.
So what the hell happened on Boxing Day?
I know if we go down to that, I can rebook my flight. On Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Thomas under.
She was a pretty hectic end of the year there with work and stuff as well, and
March.
Communication, Thomas.
my wife sort of gave me this bloody stock cars already, and I said, we're not even into the next year yet. Want to keep the peace or go and do that? So I chose the right one, I think.
March, apparently in March is the stockies down there. I see Richard and Trudy's just put up there. So I'm guessing that's right. Yeah, oh, well, there might be a bit of a bloody trip for me, actually. I might go down and watch that too. That'd be pretty cool. Is it just a lack of guys not wanting to do teams for Waikato? But yeah, look, James Thompson, they will let details out about that coming up soon, and whether there is a team or not. At the moment, we're all fully aware about 3 to 4 weeks ago, Great Britain Lions confirmed they will be finally here after missing the team's event for a couple of seasons. They will be here as well as part of the 240s. We are going to catch up with a couple of those guys from the Great Britain team as well. A couple of named drivers there, and also have a chat with them as a build-up to obviously the Big Palmy teams. So we're looking forward to that. Tyson's jumped in now. Look,
I
Tyson's
just had to say that one.
Yeah, hey Dave, what was the go when Sethro tried to take you out in Rotorua after he jumped the red lights?
Good H-man, and then Sethro set me off fucking turn 3A.
Bloody Seth, eh?
But then he managed to come back around and jumpstart me, so that was quite good for him. Eh? Yeah, that was nice of it. After I woke up.
Oh man, you guys.
Can I just say, I saw that comment you said before, Kins, about that person that said, is it just a lack of people not wanting to teams race? I think we need to sort of look at another side of that too when it comes to getting people to race teams. It's not cheap, eh? You know, there's a lot of cost involved to go and teams race. To go out there and just wreck $100,000+ car. It's not just a matter of not wanting the teams. There's a lot of cost involved too. So you got to take your hat off to anybody that actually puts their hand up and teams races, eh?
Exactly. Well, there's a guy sitting right behind you guys. He knows all about it. In his first ever debut at Palmy Teams, he ended up upside bloody down.
Yeah, I'm going to simulate. I'm going to simulate that on Sunday.
Yeah. See, he knows all the costs about that as well, you know, and the work that goes into it, because the cruise is Seth there by any chance? Is he just floating around there, jumping there, Seth, for a sec? Just to clarify. Just to clarify, bro, on teams racing, and I know you made your debut for the buses. You were amped as we had you on the show. You were excited as, and you were waiting. You were just itching to go, and bro, you couldn't wait to bloody get out there. The parade blew you away. The scrutineering blew you away. Then, of course, you're on the grid ready to go, and it all fell apart. We all know that. Everyone got to see it and everything like that. There's so many photos around. But the cost involved in getting that fixed financially is massive. But there is a lot of hours. People put in early hours in the morning to fix your car. People helped you with the diff. They just bend over backwards. There is a lot of costs involved.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, without the Pollocks boys and Dave and, all our sponsors and, Metalco and Ashby Engineering and all that helping out, we wouldn't be able to do it, and Brad, my main engineer, we were up to 1:30 in the morning and then, up early fixing it. They actually woke me up. They smashed on my truck and told me to get up. So, team effort though, we got it there. But yeah, like I say, we've got these guys and the whole the aura around the team. That would happen. So, it's a huge team effort.
Yeah, the cost involved on this is huge, when I take a look at yourself, Thomas and Dave, the investment that the Pollock has into this as well. And I know you're part of a structure with the team as well, but, it's huge. It's a massive cost, and drivers will go out to the end to do it because this is the big show. That's what people don't realize. This thing is a massive show. And people just bloody love it. They most surely, and I've spoken to teams drivers, and they would say they put so much work into their cars, getting them ready for a bloody teams race, especially this one in particular, than they do than any other meet. It's just a huge, massive investment.
Yeah, and you make your car look pretty and 100% before it, and then look what happened to me. Half a lap and it's totally destroyed. So it's pretty stupid, really. But fun. It's all worth it. Everyone's going out there to just do a job, and the job pays off or it doesn't. So
awesome, mate. Cheers, bro. You can go sit down again now. Thank you for that.
Thank Thomas and Wayne and Dave for supporting me as well.
One thing he does, spotters.
I see Kerry's just put there for Dave. Payback's going to be mint, hey, Dave? And those North Islands are the 24th and 25th of March. The fans have put here for you guys to know. See if you want to go through and have a go.
Write that on the board.
Yeah, Richard.
24th and 25th of March, so not long after the NZs.
Might be free that weekend. Might pop on down there, check that one out. It'll be pretty cool. I gave him a massive fright. Oh yeah, Brad Wright gave Seth a bit of a fright one day. He's always talking about it. It's good fun. Yeah, get off, Seth. Uncle Noel said, get off. That's your somebody go. Yeah, he might just jump on his BMX bike and scoot around in there somewhere. Bloody hell. So plenty going on for you guys. What's next for you boys to get out there for the 3 cars that we can see in the background? I'm guessing all of you going to be turning up for the 240s?
We're actually, if the weather plays good, we're actually off to the Springs.
Oh, wow.
On Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll up there and give that a go. So, yeah, we're off up there, we'll do that. And then we've got the 240s. We're going to have a break for a week. We've got to, I'm sure a lot of people know, there's a big wedding happening in the old Speedway fraternity. So we'll be there, and then we're into teams after that. So, yeah, it's the next few weeks booked up.
Just crewing for teams away.
Norman's jumped on here with a question. Is there a 4th car, a 777H?
I mean, that wasn't going to get brought up either. Yeah, nah, there is. That's actually in Palmy at the moment, our Reeves camp. So I think we're going to get that on Tuesday. We're going to have a burn down there with our Reeves team, and Frankie Wayman's going to hop on that.
Awesome.
Weeks. Yeah, so we'll get that dialed in, hopefully. And, yeah, he can get in that for the 240s in the next few weeks. So
we were hoping to have Frankie on the show in a few weeks, aren't we, Kins? I think he's booked in to come talk to us on here too. Yeah. So
awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mate. Oh, there you go. You heard it here first. That's what's happening there with that car. So there you go. So is he actually going to use that same car for the teams as well? Don't know. See what happens.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. We're hoping so. Well, he isn't using mine. He won't fit on Dave's.
You're going to drive it, eh? Hey, 50's going to drive it. I'm going to go and drive it. Oh, no. You'll give anything a bloody go, eh? Back in the day. Awesome, guys.
Well,
sweet. That just about nearly wraps up.
Yeah, that wraps us up there. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, Thomas, just again, mate, I think it was about 8 o'clock as you made mention. We've got something special coming up. You can just, say it once again. Wednesday, 22nd of February, we're going to do an auction. But tell us all about it, mate.
Yeah. So we got two of the Pollocks Crane shirts. Dave's got on 2 hats and a family pass for both nights and food vouchers there. 2 auctions going. One to go to Pete from Go Sideways' family. The other one to go to the KINSER Charity Trust there. So there's a lot of people out there that I know have got some wallets that are full. Let's get them behind it, eh? Get them behind it, and it's a good cause, and make it happen for some people. So yeah, that's what it's all about for us, eh?
And it's going to be a fun night too when we do that auction, mate. So remember that date, people, for those auction for those 2 packages. We'll put more information up. We're going to promote it probably over the next, from now till then, I suppose. Akins will just keep pumping it and get the word out there, people. Share the post and tell them, come and join our auctions. This is a great thing that Pollocks are doing. And yeah, just awesome.
Yeah, hard out.
I just got a couple more things I want to say. It's big thanks to a lot of people see us with what we've got, but it actually everything costs money. So we actually do have sponsors. So we've got a lot of people that actually got on behind us because they can see what we're trying to do, and Dave will read them out.
Yep. I'd like to thank Mix Up Concrete, Kyle O'Brien, good man. Tilt Up, these boys also own a precast company. They've looked after us too. CLL, they do some work all around New Zealand. Technology booth, we built a big trailer, and he helped us out with all the wiring and stuff in there. We made it awesome. Put a TV in for the kids. Lowline Earthworks, that's all Tomo. Man, I 100% couldn't be here without his help. Yeah, tenfold. Kitchen business. Another company, and performance engineering. That's our mate Brad, who rebuilt Seth's car down at Palmier. All of those guys, and I'd like to thank Thomas and Bruiser, and we've got heaps of guys around there, say like Uncle Noel, Kerry, Horse, Seth, Sparkles, and the old boys around here. Like they all muck in, like Cappy drives us in the bus, and like it's more than just we get the glory of the 3 minutes on the track, but these hours and road trips, and all the mums and the kids, and there's a lot of time that everyone helps us, and just like to thank them. It's awesome.
Hard out. Look, you can't do without these sponsors and everyone that jumps in and pitches in. And that's what it's about. It's a big family. Like you said, you guys have a few minutes on the track, but there's just so much that we love to recognise on the show, that happens behind the scenes to build up to the share. We both know you guys are busy men, and half your crew are busy as well. They've got their own lives to lead. They've got understanding wives, obviously, but everyone dips in there and does their little bit to help out. So it's just awesome that we recognise everyone that associates and is part of what makes us entertainers, you guys, and what we do entertain on the show. It's bloody awesome, mate. Cool as. Well, that brings us pretty well much to a wrap of the show. Is there anything else, Books, we want to wrap it up with?
Mate, I'm just I really enjoyed that tonight. It was a good laugh, and I'd like to thank them both for joining us, and thanks for putting those prizes up, and look forward to doing more with them on the show, and following how they go at the New Zealand, finding how they go at the 240s, and just I wish you all the best for the season, 100%. And I hope the weather just up and off. So
just wanted to say to guys, don't think to the spectators, come up and say good day. Come up and say, don't be afraid.
100%.
Costs you nothing to give time to talk to people. Okay, so if there's anyone out there that wants to come and say good day, no problem. Hopefully Dave does his job and gets the stickers and the posters by then.
Sneak in and turn Seth's radio down.
Also, I just wanted to say for myself a big thanks to our family, our wives. Our wives, because not only do we have a very busy work, and they put up with a lot of shit at that. They put up with a lot, and my phone goes all hours of the night, and we're doing this now. So without our wives, my sister, our mum, everything, we wouldn't be doing this. So, and also a couple of fellas out there, that old Peter Reeves, Asher, Ethan, Kerry, and Horse. Cheers, guys. Really value your time and everything that you guys put into us, So it's awesome.
Awesome,
That's what
mate.
It's about, mate. It's great to hear you.
And Seth Rowe in the back. We can't forget
Oh, he'll jump back in any minute, bro, and start thanking all those bloody sponsors again for you.
And also to you fellas, I mean, there's a lot of guys that be sitting at home now, probably watching Coronation Street or Baywatch or something, Also to you guys, for some people to do this, it's awesome, mate. So it's awesome.
No, thank you for that. It's just what us two love and do, It's about giving you the opportunity to jump on board our show and many other shows you want to participate in, because it's just getting the sport out there. We all love Speedway, and it's no different to what you two want to do and Pollocks Cranes want to do in the future. Your aspirations is no different to us two and what we do here at Kokpit Media. It's all about the passion and the love that we have for Speedway. It doesn't matter what bloody class it is. We've got a great mini stock class coming on through. It's just giving you the chance to talk to the fans out there. Thank your sponsors, thank your loved ones, and it's just credit to you guys. You guys are the entertainers on the track week in and week out. You guys have to dig into your pockets and fix your bloody machines. We sit there with a hot dog and cheer you guys guys on. But we just love doing the show. And Thomas, yes, I'm straight to bed in my Pollock 90. That'll be me, my big bloody 90, mate. Awesome. But yeah, it's the love we have, and that's how we showed and portrayed ourselves. Sweet as, bro. That's how we portrayed ourselves at the scrutineering the other day. You know, we spoke to every single driver and just gave them the opportunity to talk a bit about themselves. A lot were like you guys, first time New Zealand champs. They were excited, they were nervous, but it was just the opportunity to share a bit of a chat with them and all their fans back at their home tracks, their families, their loved ones. Got to hear from them as well. So that's what we enjoy, having you two guys join us. I wish you all the best. Safe travels up to the Springs. Hope things all go well there. Let's hope Mother Nature stays away. Good luck at the 240s. We'll catch up at the 240s, no doubt. But yeah, thank you both for joining us and the rest of the crew sitting in the shed. We appreciate it and appreciate what you offered for us to do with the auction coming up on the 22nd of Feb. Really appreciate that. So thank you very much, eh?
All right. Cheers, guys.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you. There we go, everyone. Dave and Thomas, Pollocks Range Racing, obviously, their cars, a few cars here. You heard a few different stories coming out with new cars on the horizon as well, but also the generosity from the heart to everyone associated with Pollocks Range. We are going to give you a chance. The auction's already started, and old Phipps has decided to put $200 on each one. So that's where the bid's going to start from, Noel. And we'll build it up from there, going to good causes, to the Paldridge family. Money from one of those is going back to them, and of course the other to the Cancer Society.
Yeah, so put that date in, Aikens, 22nd of February, Wednesday night, 7:30, 22nd of February. There'll be 2 auctions on. We'll have the Thomas and that back on the show, and those are great prizes. Great prizes, great packages to bid and win, and 2 great causes to give the money to. So awesome.
100%, mate. Great guys as well, by the way, you know, to everyone that turned up in the shed as well, sitting behind the scenes, you know, it's not that often we get to talk to these guys on our show when they're directly sitting by their machinery. They've got some of their friends and family and their crew people sitting there. When Thomas's little fella there, Tangaroa, was there, but you know, that's what it's about. It's the family that are digging in the time and doing the hard mahi behind the scenes. That's what
I can see. Actually, watch this, Kins. Watch this young fella. Ready? Oh, there he is, the young fella. We can see him. Hey!
There he is.
Hey! That's what it's about, eh? Family all the way.
Oh, you gotta love it. Take care, everyone. Don't forget to have the live stream of our online series, us two racing in the Bay Park Busters cars with our good mates. Looking forward to everyone out there as well. Should be a great night of fun online. Booker will do a bit of commentary when he can jump in and jump out and jump in a race car. Sunday, 8:30, that picks up. And, of course, we'll be back live next week as part of the 240s build-up. We've got Jason Long, Gemma Holloway, and Quinn Ryan joining us next Wednesday. That is our show. Of course, those 3, we interviewed them straight after being successful at the recent 240s.
Yes, I forgot to mention that we booked those 3 in for next Wednesday night. So.
And they'll be joining us next Wednesday, 7:30. Jason Long, who's retired, Gemma Holloway, who's 14 for 14 from the NZs, Quinn Ryan and his outstanding 46 speaker. Those are our 3 guests next week, but also we have a special show coming up next Thursday. So it's 2 shows in 1 week, and then after that 240s, it is 5 shows, Monday through to Friday.
We're doing the itinerary. We're booking drivers in already for our big teams build up. We have the NZ team coming on the show with us as well, and they're supporting our NZ build up. So looking forward to that. But that's it for us, Kins. That's another great show. Great guys. Thanks for for tonight, mate.
Yeah, awesome. No, always good to catch up with you and share a chat and have some fun on a Wednesday. Just be safe out there with the wet weather around, and we'll see you all back online on a show on Wednesday in the cockpit with KINSER and Bumper Rama Booker. Be safe, everyone. Catch you later. See you.
See you.
Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your all every time. And
when you're young and you're getting your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
What a pass!
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Nanny. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?